Right.
That's a good one.
Yeah, like that's just something I've been into since I was really young, you know, like, and it's crazy how it works, you know. But yeah, coming in with you guys and signing up on there, and like I said, it was like Indeed for weed. It was how I saw it, you know, like
Yeah.
it was almost the same platform, except, you know, are you a grower? Yes, I am, you know, like putting all that information in. I just thought it was a real cool thing. I got called back right away from that, you know, and
Really?
I've had so many people look at the Indeed application, they just look at it, and then that's it. You know, they have no callbacks, no nothing. First time they looked at the thing on Handgrown, yeah, like, bam, I got a call, got an interview. It's like, that's all I needed, you know, was that interview, and then I can talk my way into that. It's like, you know, it's just...
Was something where, you know, to me, you look like a grower. I saw you walk across the parking lot and I was like, yep, that's one of my people.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
It's the beard.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, it's one of the challenges with our industry is, as a grower, as somebody who has experience in cannabis, how do you prove out?
Exactly.
And I have people that bring me pictures of weed. I had people bring me weed at the job fair, and I appreciated it.
Right.
But I to be honest with you, I don't need that. You know, when I meet another grower, I can talk to them. I can tell where their knowledge is at.
Right.
Same as you can with me. It's shop talk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But that doesn't translate very well into a resume.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
into anything other than two guys that have knowledge talking to each other.
Right, and that's the thing, is getting that face-to-face talk.
Right.
You can see it as soon as you talk to someone, but it's getting to that location, you know.
Right.
Because I've been in the green industry as far as like lawn care and stuff like that. So when it comes into sales, like, I didn't have the background, even though I've been selling weed forever, you know. So it's like, it was just getting to talk to someone was all, you know, and your site got me there. So
yeah. Well, hey, you know what? That we can only do so much, and you put the effort in. You uploaded a resume. You showed up. You put the effort in. I mean,
right.
That's on you. And the truth is that the people that put the effort in, they get the jobs.
Exactly.
You know, I asked this question to everybody. How surprised are you that you're here doing what you're doing now?
I mean, I know it was something I was always shooting for.
Yeah.
I was somebody that wanted to open up a store myself, but then I saw all the requirements that were necessary and all the capital you had to have. And
right.
You're talking, you know, I'd have to be Greg's age to get to that. You know, I'd have to be 60, 70, getting over there to even have the money to start a business. And it's like, I'm not going to wait my whole life just to get to that. So start at the bottom and work your way up.
Is it something that you thought that you would be doing? How old are you?
I'm 31.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm 32. So I feel you.
Yeah.
Is this something that you thought you'd be doing? Working in a legit Canna-Business?
I hoped. Didn't think I would, but hoped.
Yeah. I was the same way.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd be 60 years old before anything like this happened.
Exactly.
So I'm happily surprised.
Right.
But
and jump on it.
Yeah, for sure. So how long have you been involved in the cannabis industry? What was your experience before you got in? Or what was your experience before you started working?
I have been a grower since basically 13. As soon as I saw that there were seeds, you know, and you could grow more of it, I was all about it.
Yeah.
I maybe wasn't very successful for the first 5 or 6 years or so, but
Nobody
you know,
is.
but I started early, so I got that out of the way, and it's just been ever flourishing ever since, you know.
Did you come to the job fair, or did you just apply online?
I did go to the job fair. I was a little overwhelming with all the people. I was kind of one of the last people in there, so the whole building was completely filled. And I did talk to one of the guys who was handing out shirts and everything, and he mentioned, you know, there was a couple vendors and everything. I'm like, well, 600 people with a couple vendors. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm just a little fish in the pond. So I was like, you know, I went home. I uploaded everything on the website, and you know, did the whole thing I could there, and just hoped, you know, and I got an email with an interview request, so I went with that.
And how quickly did that happen?
Within a week and a half, I want to say.
Wow, that seems to be about what it is.
Yep.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Why work in weed? Why this, and why not something else?
I love it, honestly, you know. Like, it's just a happy job, happy people.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, it's everybody wants to be here.
Oh yeah.
You know,
all day long it's, how do I get in this job? You know, if we could hire hundreds of people, we would, but you
please
know,
do.
Exactly. Like, eventually it'll be moving up, definitely.
Nice.
So.
Okay. What did you do before this? What did you do for? I know that you've been involved in cannabis for your whole life, but what did you do for a job before this?
Mostly landscaping. I did do commercial pesticide application.
Okay.
Basically all around the whole landscaping business.
Gotcha.
Basically where I've been focused. You know, so I've always been with plants and growing basically my whole life, but just moved it over into a different industry of it.
What's your role here at Exit 9?
I am a bud tender.
Okay.
Yep, and I've been doing inventory and stuff like that as well.
What skills translated from your previous work experience into this?
I would say with money handling, definitely had to deal with lots of that.
Yeah.
That and I did do delivery driving and stuff in the past, so I have had, you know, face-to-face confrontation with people all the time. I did that for years.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely getting in and just being able to talk to people is really the number one thing you need to have in this business. You know.
Yeah. What's been the biggest surprise? What surprised you about working in legit cannabis?
Man, I don't even know. Lots of surprises, really.
A W-2 was a surprise for me.
Exactly. Well, I actually get direct deposit into my bank account. I guess that was a huge surprise. So that's nice. But yeah, just the taxes and all of that stuff, you know. That was the first thing, was like I have a legal weed job with paying taxes.
Isn't that crazy?
Like, yeah, I know, right? Right. Definitely.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. What's next? I know you mentioned it seems like you have the entrepreneur bug. What's next? Where do you see your cannabis career growing into from here?
Well, honestly, I love this company. I want to stay with them. They're at the bottom now, and they're only expanding bigger and bigger. I have been growing my whole life, and they do plan on doing a grow facility.
Nice.
So hopefully, how I've been talking with everyone, it should be moving into that. So handling lots of plants will be an amazing step up, definitely. I've only done like 150 at the most right now, so moving up to 10 times that, though, it's going to be 1,500 because we have a Class C. So
yeah, that's a big step.
That'll be crazy.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Willing to take on the challenge, though.
What? So I know you mentioned greenhouses, and you know, you do it long enough, you kind of experiment in everything. But what media do you like to grow in? Are you a soil guy? Are you a hydro, aeroponics, cocoa? What's your
Definitely
jam?
soil.
Yeah.
I've dabbled in everything.
Like TLO or top dressing, or
I am as organic as possible.
Gotcha.
I do all dry amendments, guanos, teas.
Okay.
I stick as natural as possible. So definitely.
Nice. Yeah, it's yep. I haven't grown outdoors, but I would like to.
Okay.
It wasn't practical for me.
It's fun when you get 10-foot plants and they're like 7 feet around.
Yeah, you know, I go over to my buddies and it's like standing next to one of these things.
Yep.
You can walk underneath them. It's like, holy shit.
Oh yeah, it's a blast.
It's cool. It's definitely cool. So do you see working in the provisioning center a stepping stone back into the garden as the company grows?
Yeah.
Given a choice, is that where you'd want to be? Is in the garden?
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Love the garden.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot more to it. I mean, everything is getting tracked and traced and paperwork for every little thing you're doing.
Yeah.
Even down to a leaf falls off and you pick it up, you've got to record it and track it and trace everything.
Throw it away and dispose of it in a proper.
Everything weighed and checked out. So, which is, you know, we're beginning with all that and, you know, getting into the inventory to learn that, because obviously once you're growing with that, all inventory has to be checked in ourselves. So,
what recommendation do you have to other growers that go, no, I don't ever want to get in the legal weed? Or what recommendation do you have to growers that maybe struggled with some of the things that I struggled with, and I think other growers have struggled with, and like, how do I translate my knowledge? How do I show my knowledge on a resume? What did you do? Yeah.
I wrote my whole description and background. I just told them everything.
Yeah.
Just put it out there.
Like, I've grown in this medium, I've done this yield per plant average, I've used this nutrient line.
My caregiver experience, I've been a licensed caregiver for 8.5 years.
Yeah.
So I put all that down. It's just something, you know, everything that you can think of to put down, just lay all your knowledge, definitely.
What are some things that I could do to help other caregivers and other growers get into the industry? And this is, so what can I do to help you guys?
Right. Yeah. Well, one, your site is amazing. That definitely does the trick. Yeah, blew my mind when I saw it. No big deal, awesome, whatever. Definitely works, man. Good idea. Besides for that, I mean, I don't really even know. Just get that name out there for everyone, really. Yeah. You know.
Yeah. And that's one of the things. You know, I've been a caregiver for 11 years. I mean, you're my people.
Right.
And the truth is that caregivers are toast. There isn't protections like there used to be, and as new facilities come on and as recreational come on, and as we ramp up the overall production in the state, the competition, which has never been there, is coming on, and customers love variety.
Exactly.
And they love consistency, and they love lower prices. And as some of those problems get solved, then people that are endearing to caregivers are going to get drawn away.
Right.
Which means that guys that are making a living as caregivers aren't going to have that living anymore. Exactly. Which is a shame, because these are people that the industry needs, and these are people that are going to get rolled either because they're going to get caught up in some sort of illegal snafu, or they're going to have to go get a job at Walmart because there's no money in caregiving. And that's where my passion is I'm going, these are skilled labor guys that have a ton of experience that the legitimate cannabis industry needs. And how do I get these guys to come in out of their barns and basements and woods and come in and work in these places?
I think a lot of it is they're in with the ways that they've been for so long. Yeah. So then stepping in under a business and doing it the way that they want it to kind of do. It's not necessarily that. A lot of the people coming into the businesses don't know anything about the business. They're just seizing the moment and jumping in, and they're getting information from us to step forward.
Do you feel like the leadership at Agromed listens to you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's come a long way in just the past 2 months, definitely.
I already knew the answer to that. I had to ask. So the thing that drew me to being a caregiver was it's freedom. Nobody's going to tell me what to do.
Right.
I can make my money. I can do my thing. Like,
you're not tracking and tracing every last drip of everything.
Well, it's I had autonomy over me. And when I think if I wasn't Matt Hoffman and I was someone else, I'd be scared about coming and working at a legit place because I feel like all of a sudden I'd be caged.
Right.
And is that the case? I mean,
not at all.
Yeah. So those fears are they're invisible monsters.
That's like when I first went to step into the caregiver. I first seen people's licenses, and I was like, oh man, that looks fake. You know, like there's no way this is real. You know, it's just that overwhelming. It's just like jumping off a cliff. You know, your body says no, but you want to do it. You know, it's just taking that moment and stepping forward. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. I think that's all the questions I got, unless you got anything else to add.
Sounds good, man.
Cool. Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And congratulations, honestly. Like, Greg came on with Handgrown really early.
Yeah.
And I knew what he was doing was good, and coming here and seeing you guys and talking, you know, it reaffirmed everything that I knew.
Definitely.
And I think it's great. And the companies that are doing really well, they treat their employees with respect, they listen to them, and they make everybody feel like they're a part of something, because you are.
Right.
And it's a learning experience for everybody, which to me is really exciting, because many hands make light work, you know?
I know, right. Definitely.
So I'm glad that you utilized the platform. I'm glad that it worked out, and the other two people worked out too, and it's just really encouraging to see that the fact that you took this and other people will see this will be encouraging to them too, because there are guys that are on the sideline that are scared to get in.
Oh yeah.
And there's nothing to be scared of.
Yeah, I've got buddies too. I mean, I took a pay cut to come here just because it's something that I enjoy doing.
But there's a W-2, and then insurance if you don't have it now, but down the road there's insurance. I mean, like, I couldn't go buy a car. I could go buy a car cash, but I couldn't go finance a car.
Right.
But now that I have a job, I can get a mortgage, I can get financing for things, I can have a normal life.
Right.
And that, to me, is,
Exactly.
I'll take a little bit less money to just have that normalcy.
Yeah, right.
And then as the business gets going and everything like that, then wages can come up. And the nice thing is that, and you know this, but do you think your skills can travel?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like if
I mean, sales is sales either way you look
Yeah.
at it, so definitely.
as far as your cannabis experience, do you think you'd be able to go to Royal Oak and get a job, or Traverse City and get a job, or Denver?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
You know, definitely.
P.S. You can.
Yeah, right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of the people that have had previous bud tender experiences have definitely got right in.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a skill, as you know, it's a skill that the more you do it, the more valuable it becomes.
Right.
And you know, life happens, things happen, but once somebody works at a place like Exit 9 and life takes them someplace else, that is a huge bona fide like credibility
Right.
to say, oh yeah, I've worked in a compliance environment.
Yep.
I'm familiar with the metric system and the compliance practices. That's
Programs
huge.
that they carry.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Well, cool. Thanks, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
you coming out here and
Yeah,
shooting the breeze with me.
definitely, man.
If you need anything, reach out.
Yeah, totally.
If you
Appreciate
can think
that.
of any ways to improve the experience from a job seeker perspective, reach out.
Cool.
I want to know.
Sounds good, man.
It's new, so it can be improved.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Cool, man.
Yeah, thank you.
take
I
it easy. It was a
appreciate it.
pleasure.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Matt Hoffman. I'm outside Exit 9 provisioning, which is part of AgriMed, and you've just seen some interviews with job seekers that came to the job fair and used the Handgrown.jobs portal to get their cannabis careers growing. And I have to say, like, I'm super happy and excited. I think that AgriMed has some fantastic people on staff and that have diverse backgrounds, and it's cool to see people go through the process and now they're working in an industry that they want to be a part of. And so if you want to be part of the Handgrown story, reach out to us. If you've landed a job through Handgrown.jobs or one of our job fairs, we'll come interview you and share your story and help encourage other passionate job seekers to come out and start growing their cannabis career. So you want to follow the link to Handgrown.jobs, upload your resume, and complete your profile to 100%. That way when new jobs come available that you're interested in, you're ready to go.